Hello, 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 and welcome to Kaylin's Corner. I'm your host, Kaylin, and this is my corner of the internet where I talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this finds you well. Welcome if this is your first episode listening to me. OMG. Notifications can be so distracting sometimes. Squirrel brain goes crazy. There was something that I wanted to say with like a little positive note to it, but then I got a notification and the train of thought. Oh my god, I was gonna say train of consciousness for some reason. Hello, would that be similar? Train of thought and train of consciousness? Maybe. I get your stream of consciousness is what, like, everything that passes through your conscious brain? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Is there there is a definition for the stream of consciousness. Okay. Stream of conscious, noun, psychology. A person's thoughts and conscious reactions to events perceived as a conscious flow. The term was introduced by William James in his Principles of Psychology in 1890. Oh, wow. Okay. So, is that different from your train of thought? Train of thought. Okay, it's a phrase of train. The way in which someone reaches a conclusion, a line of reasoning. I failed to follow his train of thought. That's the example sentence that they give. So I guess the train of thought is in your stream of consciousness. Like the train of thought passes the stream of consciousness, but the stream of consciousness envelops a bunch of things. It seems like, at least to me, because it's like reactions to events. Whereas we're just like thoughts and we're thinking. Similar, kinda different. Anyway. Interesting. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what to talk about really. But there's also part of me that Loki wants to read my horoscope aloud on here. Just for funsies. So, I don't know how. OMG. Okay. I said I want to read my. What the hell is this thing called? We're just gonna call it CoStar because that's the app that I use. I use CoStar for my horoscope. OMG. Though. Is it really a horoscope? I guess, yeah, because it's like your astrological reading and whatnot. And it's not just generalized based on your sign. It's like. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I just got so excited because that's actually pretty cool and I think that's fun. Anyway, so CoStar is an app in which you get your daily horoscope based on your birth chart. So you put in your birthday and your birth time, and then based on like the planets and the stars in our solar system, it compiles like a reading for you and your friends if you have them added on here. And I do have some friends added on here. Shout out to them. And so there's like a little segment on here for like your friends, like just to check in, I don't know, kind of thing. It's different every day, whatever. But there's a little segment today that talks about where my friends see themselves in 10 years. And for me, it says in 10 years, you see yourself hosting your own talk show. And honestly, I can see that. I can totally see that. I think that would be so fun. That truly is like such a dream to me to host a talk show. Like, as long as there's a, like, other people in the room, other brains and things. Like, could I do it all by myself? Realistically, realistically, I want to say yes because, like, I believe I can do anything I set my mind to, truly and wholeheartedly. However, I the collaboration is quite necessary, and it just makes it easier and fun. Like, having multiple brains in the room working together to come up with fun ideas and things to talk about, or even like positive things to talk about, good things, things to be aware of, to bring awareness to. But like, I guess if I had a talk show, I would honestly probably just call it Kaylin's Corner, because why not? Kaylin's Corner talk show? No, I don't know. It's not giving. It's not giving. I think we can just stick to Kaylin's Corner, right? You know what? I was gonna say I don't want to like ponder it too much, but also it's like, why not? Why not? Let's think about it a little bit. Like, would it be like a daytime show, a nighttime show, an internet show? I don't think it would be a daytime show. I don't think I'm a daytime show kind of gal, really. Like that Good Morning America stuff. I mean, yes, I am up early. However, am I for the morning viewers? Am I for the daytime viewers? I don't know, really. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like a nighttime talk show would be better for me, or even just like an internet show, but I guess that would be like what the podcast is. But evolutionized a little bit more, like we would evolve a bit. I'm sure in 10 years from now, I'll be 34. 10 years from this day, I will be 34. That's something. Something to think about. It's something. I don't want to say that it's crazy because, like, all in all, it's not really crazy. But to me, it's crazy because, like, I've said this in, I think it was literally the last episode, but I didn't even expect to make it this far. So making it to 34, a little bit crazy, just a little bit. But wow, can you imagine, like, me on TV, on my own talk show, like me, the host of a talk show? I guess technically, not really. It's a podcast, but it's still a talk show. But I don't know. Reading it here, like in 10 years, you see yourself hosting your own talk show. It's different than me where I am right now. It's like, yes, I am hosting my own talk show right now, but the talk show that I'm imagining, like in 10 years from now, is different. Like there's production and a team and just more people behind the show than just me, because I can do things, yeah, sure, but teamwork makes the dream work, don't you think? Haven't you noticed? Working together as a team makes everything easier. It takes a village, baby. It takes a village. Not only to raise a baby, but to do anything and everything. Like your day-to-day life, you may feel like you're on your own, but you're not necessarily, and you don't do everything on your own either, really. Like, yes, okay, sure, I go to the grocery store, I buy my own groceries, and I put them away myself, and I cook myself, and I wash my own dishes and whatnot, but somebody had to grow the food, or yeah, grow the food that you're eating, make the food that you're eating, whatever the case may be. Somebody had to make the soap that you wash your dishes with. Somebody had to make the dishes that you're eating with or off of. You're not doing it by yourself. You didn't go and grow that lettuce. You didn't go and make your own plates. It takes a village. We all have to work together. And I feel like it's so easy to forget that it's not like me versus the world. In a way, I guess there's part of me that kind of feels like that is true. Like there is some truth to that in certain situations, I'm sure, but like not all the time, and it's not a good mindset to have all the time either, I don't think. Cuz if you feel like your life is a constant battle, like when is it going to end? Like battling just it sounds exhausting. Like aren't you tired of fighting? Why are you fighting the world? Just take a deep breath, be at ease, be at peace, even if it's just for the moment, and just relax. You don't always have to be on edge, ready to fight, because it's not good for your nervous system, I'm sure. Don't quote me on that, but like it just doesn't sound like it's good for your nervous system to me. I don't know, I'm not a doctor or anything, so whatever. But still, like being tense all the time and just like feeling like the world is against you. And I know like sometimes there are a lot of I don't want to say actions, but like a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like a lot of scenarios or gosh darn it, I can't think of the right word that I want to say. And I feel like it's a word that I saw recently. Events. Like yeah, there can be a line of like a stream of events that make it feel like the world is against you, but maybe it's just the way that you're looking at it. Every coin has two sides. There's always, with the good comes the bad, and vice versa. And I've used this example before, but I'll say it again. Like, um, the rain, for example, it makes me personally makes me very sleepy. It makes me feel very lazy. I just want to be in bed under the covers, just rotting away essentially. But um and like if that feels like kind of bad to me. Excuse me. It feels kind of bad to me cuz it's like well, even though it's raining outside, I can still be productive. I should still get up and like do something, care for myself, anything. And then it also just makes me what's the word I'm looking for again? Fuck. Like I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do anything. Reluctant. That's the word I was looking for. It makes me reluctant to do anything, whether it's getting out of bed or even stepping outside of the house because yuck, it's raining outside. But also, OMG, it's raining outside. The grass is getting watered, the trees, the plants, like if there's good that comes with it. Even if I perceive it to be bad for me personally, even though it might not be what's best for me personally, I guess, like in my mind, it still has the good outcomes. But also sometimes it rains too much and there's like floods and things, so it actually like is kind of bad that it rained, but at the same time the water had to come down from the clouds eventually, so you gotta take the good with the bad. Basically. How did I even start rambling about this? I don't quite remember actually. I don't quite remember. I feel a sneeze. I don't like anticipating a sneeze. I don't know about anybody else, but like that little tickle I get in my nose when when the sneeze is coming on, because I feel like when I feel the tickle in my nose, the sneeze should secede like after 5 seconds. Did I even use that word right? Because I literally just said it and I don't even know. But like I feel like if you I feel like when I feel the tickle in my nose that I have to sneeze, the sneeze should happen within the next 5 seconds or so. I don't like anticipating the sneeze, like just waiting for it to happen. Can we sneeze already? Like, I already know it's coming. Just let it out. Why did it take so long for the sneeze to come out? Like, why did I feel it so soon if I wasn't gonna just do it? Was it in preparation to cover my nose and mouth? Maybe. I guess. Okay, you know what? Never mind. You know what? Never mind. I take that back. Although I do still get kind of frustrated when I'm like anticipating the sneeze. It gives me time to cover up, yes, which is cool, or like grab a tissue or something if need be. But I don't like having to wait for the sneeze to come out because it's not like you can just force a sneeze out. It's not like a burp. You can force a burp out, but a sneeze? I don't know of anyone that can force a sneeze out. Besides my dog, maybe. But even then, I don't think it's really like a sneeze. It's just him like huffing and, you know, huffing through his nose. You know. But yeah, I don't really like that feeling too much. The little tickle tickle. It's like, just let it out already. Damn. Please. Please and thank you. Yeah. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And everything that you do. I got a notification from Snapchat that Coldplay posted on there. I didn't know that I had Coldplay on Snapchat. Second, actually, I didn't even know that Coldplay was on Snapchat. Because Coldplay is the band. Well, I mean, you know what? Whatever. Same way that other groups can have accounts on social media, Coldplay can have a Snapchat account too. That's fine. I thought that was like the most random notification. And I'm saying this because that's what made me sing that little snippet, I guess, of Yellow by Coldplay. It's a really good song. Coldplay has Coldplay has some bops. I haven't listened to them much recently, but you know who I have been listening to a lot recently? Billie Eilish. I guess we're going to talk about her today because her album Hit Me Hard and Soft goes hard. Like the range of emotions and just like it the songs are so catchy. Chihiro, please. I'm sure that a lot of people are getting tired of hearing it and seeing the different posts and things online. Well, maybe not because it's a good ass song, but like, you know, even I can get tired of a song if I hear it too much, even if I do adore it. Sometimes you need a little bit of space from it, you know? But anyway, I digress. The song has been on TikTok quite a bit, and I know that she did a music video for it, right? I don't know if she had. I don't know. I've been listening to the album, but I haven't necessarily been keeping up with her. I know that she's been posting a lot about um a lot of behind the scenes from uh the music videos and things. And even she's been posting like pictures with her music in the background, like the promo goes hard. And I've been seeing like a lot of TikToks of her doing interviews and stuff talking about the album too. So I'm sure a lot of it is promo, but the music goes hard enough for it to be trending on TikTok. So good for her. We love to see it. But I just find it a little ironic that I'm actually listening to her album now because I've mentioned this before, but I'm not necessarily a person to listen to music right when it releases unless it just happens to show up on like social media or on the radio or whatever the case may be, I don't typically go out of my way to listen to new music or new albums that release unless it's something that I'm like highly anticipating. I listen to Billie Eilish. I'm a fan of hers. I do enjoy her music quite a bit, I will say. But I don't know, I wasn't really anticipating her album. Like I wasn't thinking about her much really, but then I heard Chihiro and I went out of my way to listen to that song on Spotify and I had it on loop. There was a day that I was playing it on loop for a while because like it just maybe I was stimming or something, but like it tickles my brain just the right way. I love it. And so I decided to listen to the whole thing front to back. And I could listen to the whole thing front to back on loop. It's so good. So good. No skips, baby. No skips. At least in my opinion. There's nothing that I love more than an album that flows and you can listen cover to cover, no skips. Banger after banger after banger, baby. Oh my God. I'm feeling very passionate about this right now because it really is that good. I love it. Hit me hard and soft. I would love to see her in concert. Oh my God. To hear her vocals IRL. Why did I say that like that? I don't know. But like to hear her vocals in person, I can only imagine the goosebumps that I would get. It's a dream. But if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And if not, oh well. But I think that would be such a nice, such a fun experience. Her fan base is a little all over the place too, so I can only imagine. Why is my dog barking? I can only imagine what the crowd would look like. But, uh, but I'm sure her tickets are expensive. Uh, but hey, may the opportunity present itself. Perhaps I will be able to attend. Only time will tell. But yeah, her album dropped less than a month ago, and I've listened to it so many times already. And I have 3 of her songs in like playlists of mine. So yeah. Also, Lunch, girl. People were talking about that song on TikTok because Phineas produces her music, and Phineas is her brother. And like the things that she says, the the like the exhales and stuff in the song, I don't know how comfortable I would be as a sibling to produce that kind of stuff. I don't know. I think it would just like low key make me a little uncomfy because, like, yes, I know you're a human, but like, ugh, you're my sibling. Get that shit out of my ear, bro. I don't know. That's just me. I also can get uncomfy kind of quick. Like, it takes me a little bit to warm up. But yeah, no, I don't know how he did that. Good for him. Shout out to him. They did an amazing job on that album, though, I will say. And I know that Billy did like produce some of her stuff because he was like teaching her. Listen, I was not skipping those videos when she was talking about her album and like the work that she put into it and stuff. It was pretty. I don't. It's interesting. I like hearing about the production part of the music because, well, me, I don't necessarily go out of my way to watch the behind the scenes of things like that. I know that it's nothing new that people like post behind the scenes of their process. Goodness, I was blanking on that word. On their like creative process and things and just like how things happened, I guess. But those snippets that I saw on TikTok were like the first behind the scenes that I actually like watched. I didn't go out of my way to look for more or to like watch the entire thing. I just saw whatever clips came up on my For You page, really. Um, but it was interesting and like I don't know. I liked it. It was fun. It was nice. It was a enjoyable watch, and the album is phenomenal to listen to. If you haven't heard it yet, the free promo. If you haven't heard it yet, I totally do recommend. It's so good. So good. It's like one literally, you know how, well, if you're a Spotify user, you may know how like Spotify has your most recent listens or like your top listens at the top of your Spotify homepage. And Hit Me Hard and Soft is literally the first thing that comes up. So, excuse me. I think that says all it needs to say about me and how I'm feeling about this album. I love it. And I that's it. That's that on that. Really. I wonder if she's going on tour anytime soon. Well, she must be. She just dropped the album, of course. But like, when is she coming over here? Is the question. We'll figure that out another time. I want to see her perform. Now that I like talking about it has made me want to like see her, and I'm sure I will eventually. Eventually. Ah, eventually. Ah. This is kind of random, but it just came to mind now. I was talking about flying kites a couple episodes back, and I did end up buying a kite. It's just like a simple little, I think it's like diamond shaped or something. Just a simple kite. And I decided after work the other day that I was going to go walk to the park and fly it or attempt to fly it because it was a little breezy but not like windy. So I was like, I'm not sure if it's really going to work, but it's a nice day to go to the park anyway. So fuck it, let's go. And I shit you not, I was crossing the street and the light was red and some guy almost hit me with his car. Like he was zooming. And I I'm very well, I tend to be cautious when I cross the street. I mean, as people should, because cars are scary. Them things can kill you. But he wasn't even at the intersection when I looked and started crossing. I guess maybe his light had just turned green, and so he didn't take his foot off the gas and he just kept on pushing. But I was literally in the middle of the crosswalk. I was kind of speed walking. I don't run to cross the street ever because, like, if you're gonna hit me, I guess just fucking hit me, whatever. I'm on the crosswalk. Um, and he did almost hit me, but luckily he did brake. I my initial reaction was just freeze, like fight or flight. She left the room. She was not there with us. I fucking froze in the middle of the crosswalk. And I don't know. I didn't feel scared or anything. I was just in shock because I was like, where the fuck did he come from? I was just trying to go to the park and fly my kite. I was me doing innocent acts, just living my life. Almost get struck by a car. And the worst, or the, I guess I want to say the funniest part, but is it really funny? I don't think so. Hello? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure that this is still recording because somebody was trying to call me. It was a suspected scam call, but yeah, we don't pick those up anyway. But, what was I saying? Damn, I don't remember what I was saying. Let me listen to it back. The funniest part to me, I guess, was that, I guess, the funniest part to me is that there were cars at every on every road of the intersection, and none of them had moved. He was the only car that was zooming, and he almost fucking hit me. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit because that was crazy. Like that actually is something that legit crazy. But like I said, I wasn't scared. Like I didn't even have like my heart wasn't even thumping or nothing after. I was just in shock. I was like, "What? This really happened?" Bro, like hello? People don't pay attention for real. Man, 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 oh man, oh man. That was an experience. I guess it did kind of stick with me a little bit considering how much I'm rambling on about it, but like, what the fuck? Nobody else had moved. Everyone saw me crossing the street. Nobody else had moved, and this motherfucker comes flying. But I digress. Shout out to the woman who witnessed this and then pulled around next to me and asked me if I was okay. That really warmed my heart because she didn't have to check in on me and see if I was okay. Nobody else did. She was the one and only who did. But I'm thankful and grateful for her and people like her who, I don't know, go out of their way to just even check in on people. I didn't know her. She didn't know me. But she asked if I was okay. And it stuck out to me quite a bit. I don't know. I like that she did that, and I'm very appreciative of it. Even though there has to be like some kind of trauma in me now from that, but like in the moment, it didn't. Like it was serious. Like damn, he could have almost hit me with this car, and I could have died or something, or got really really hurt. But luckily, I'm okay. Didn't touch me. No scrapes, no scratches. Just mental trauma. Right. Just like a lot of things. But I did end up just continuing on with my journey and going to the park with my kite. It was very hot outside, so there were a lot of people there, and the open field space that I originally wanted to go to and attempt to fly my kite in was fairly occupied, so I didn't end up going there. I went to like another little spot, but there were too many trees around. And there was a bit of a breeze in the area, but I think because of all the trees, there wasn't like any wind. It was just like a breeze every now and then. So I was like running around in circles with my kite behind me like a little kid. And like there were a couple times where it caught a little bit of air, but it wasn't in the air for a significant amount of time at all. So it wasn't necessarily a successful kite flying day or a kite flying trip. It was just a day. It was nice to be out of the house though and like in nature with the trees, hearing the birds chirping. While I was there too, I was sat on a bench for a little bit and I saw some birds like fighting at each other. I think they were fighting over a worm because I saw after they had like touched claws, touched talons or whatever. They kind of like split up, and then one bird had a worm in its mouth and it ate it, and the other one was kind of just a little bit away looking for food, I guess. But it felt so random. I'd never seen birds fighting IRL. I don't know why I keep saying IRL instead of just in real life. It is easier to say, to be fair, but like there's something about it that makes me cringe, like using those acronyms aloud. Why? Why? Why not? Fuck it. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I do I hope well, I guess I can just go to like a windier place. I was gonna say I hope that we get like a nice windy day so I can go fly my kite at the park, but I don't necessarily have to go to the park. The I know that the beach is a good place to fly kites too because you're right by the ocean and there tends to be more of a breeze down that way. But I don't know. For me, a beach day is like a beach day. Like I want to go and swim, but you can go swim and fly your kite. Like who said you can't do both? Damn. Sometimes I find myself to limit, like, I find that I limit myself. I don't know. Like, I'm such a, well, I don't know really. I was going to say I'm such a one thing at a time person, but at the same time, I can be like all over the place. Like, I will try and multitask my ass off. Like, how I think it was the last episode how I talked about when I would play Wizard 101 and I got bored playing on one account and I would play on two accounts at the same time on one laptop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. One thing at a time. I feel like there's part of me that wants to be like a one thing at a time kind of person, but then it's like, but I can just do this at the same time while I'm here. Might as well. Why not? But then I get frustrated when it doesn't like turn out as well as it could have if I actually just took the time to do the one thing first and then the other thing after. I don't know. But then sometimes I get distracted. Like, I don't know. It's like I pick up too many side quests. Too many side quests. Hmm. 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 Okay. Little realization was struck. Picked up too many side quests, y'all. Don't know what to do with myself. Don't know what to do with myself. Head empty. Head empty. Didn't I say I wanted to read my horoscope? But do I really want to read my horoscope aloud? I don't know. Your day at a glance. It might be difficult to admit things have already changed. Oh, wow. Maybe. Fun fact about me, low key, I can't handle change. Like, it takes me a little bit to adjust. I can adjust for sure. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not, well, I don't want to say I'm not blatantly against change because sometimes I just like, it's fine the way it is. Why change it? But then, like, evolution, it's good to switch things up every now and then. We can't be stuck in the same. I mean, you could be stuck in the same habits and cycles every day, all the time, if you really wanted to, but is it good for you? Should you really be doing that? Like, come on, guys, let's be real here. Let's be real here. But it's difficult to admit anything, really. No, actually, I take that back. No, I oop, I can admit things. I can admit when I'm wrong sometimes. At least by myself. I can admit when I have a bad take. I think. No, I definitely can, but sometimes it just takes a little bit for me to like grasp it. Sometimes I get a little pouty when I have to like, I don't know, admit things, I guess. Like admit that I'm wrong. Like, oh yeah, you were right, I guess. Fucking but then when I'm right, babe. Anyway, yeah, we're working on that. It's a work in progress, baby. It's a work in progress. I still can't get over like in 10 years you see yourself hosting your own talk show. And you know what? Whoa. And you know what? They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Oh wow, my horoscope for today is my dog barking at my door right now. He is. He just scratched at it too. He probably has to pee. I'm only 43 minutes in right now. I want to yap a little bit more, but my dog is pulling me away. Ah! Maybe if I just sit here quietly. Did you hear him? He knows that I'm trying to ignore him. I feel bad, but I don't want to get up right now. It's hot outside, and I'm not done yapping. What else do I have to yap about? I don't really know. I could yap about fucking anything. Really. Really. But I am also getting hungry, so maybe it is time to wrap it up. Wind it up. This episode was really all over the place, and I'm having mixed feelings about it. Like, I'm already thinking about the things that I've said in this episode, like, and I guess imagining the bits of silence and the, I don't know, randomness that I might end up cutting out of here, but like, it was, I don't know. Every episode is unique. It's just like every human on this earth. We are all unique in our experiences and our talents. And it's such a beautiful, wonderful thing. I do have to say. The birds have been real loud today. I wonder if you can hear them in here. I think I have the noise cancellation on, so perhaps not. But the bird's been yapping with me this whole time too. But I am going to end this week's episode here. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something from this, and I hope that you can enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, bye!